statement that an MP has made. Oma Ketia Eyedien, Senator Rawlings, ne papa JJ Rawlings, ex-President Rawlings, may he so rest in peace. Now let's go listen to the statement.
Is not to generate debate. I would want to remind the House that these are national heroes. Some are on our side, some are on their side. So let us be mindful how we react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that the statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kulipa.
So this is what happened in Parliament. Senator Rawlings, one of the finest politicians. Since Senator, Era Parliament of Ghana, I am yet to hear anybody in Ghana say, this lady has insulted anybody in her delivery. She has never even insinuated in her delivery in Parliament about something. I am yet to hear. Since JJ Rawlings, Senator Rawlings, Era Parliament, I am here. I'm yet. And I can say this on authority. NDC MPs are more parliament in there. From the time of this lady Era Parliament, on the other one of the MPs are conducting more exceptionally. When she's given the opportunity to speak, she does not insinuate. She does not even give low blows. She does not indirectly insult opponents. She has always been consistent and she has always delivered the facts. I am yet to hear anybody in Ghana politics, even during campaign, outside on the field, that people do all sort of things and say all sort of things. I'm still yet to hear anybody bring a tape out to say Senator Rawlings, JJ Rawlings, or ye MP no, and sama amine didi obi atem. This lady, or Parliament, they were talking about heroes of Ghana. They were mentioning heroes. And Afenyo Markin Jinapoh na or Kasa. And an NPP sitting right behind Afenyo Markin. Ebien and look at Jinapoh Rawlings say she's a daughter of a murderer. This is Parliament of Ghana, led by Alban Bagbin. Minority NPP led by Afenyo Markin. He had it. And the guy just didn't end there. Osako Osuka said there's evidence that the man killed people. Now, it has come to light that Jinapoh-Rawlings, the constituents, Klote Kole constituency, they have officially petitioned a Speaker of Parliament. Say, Omo MP no, the statement that was made to embarrass, to denigrate Omo MP, any Omo Papa, who is the founder of our Fourth Republic, you know, the Parliament of Ghana led by Alban Bagbin, that particular MP, we need to know who that MP is. Now, this is the NPP that just left power less than a year. This is a member of Parliament of the constituency or catch say or call in the name of Ghana to go bring something home. Now it has come out that Samuel Abu Jinapoh was the one who made the statement. Now, Yatese Samuel Abu Jinapoh Babontine Beka said he knows nothing about it. And you're on make it. If he knows nothing about the statement, Afenyo Markin knows who made the statement. Until Afenyo Markin brings out the MP who made the statement, it is Samuel Abu Jinapoh, because Senyor Noah, he was sitting there, he heard it, unless he wants to tell us that he did not hear the MP who made the statement. Now we can tell you on authority, says Samuel Abu Jinapoh made those statements that Rawlings is a murderer and that Jinapoh-Rawlings or a daughter of a murderer, and that he has evidence that what the killings that were done by no, he has evidence. Samuel Abu Jinapoh turned on the mic and told the whole world to say Jinapoh-Rawlings is a daughter of a murderer. The man, Rawlings, who today and Kenya Rawlings and Kankwasi Afowe MPP Fowe and Kabakumpo into Parliament. Samuel Abu Jinapoh sat in Parliament to tell areas to say Rawlings' daughter is a daughter of a murderer, and that he has evidence to JJ killing people. My friends, this can bring tribal war. This can bring uprising in this country. Samuel Abu Jinapoh said enya onwa. We saw the video. At least the minority leader, who is Afenyo Markin, turned around and told the person making that statement to shut up, to stop talking. He turned around the second time into Samuel Abu Jinapoh said enya onwa. He, Samuel Abu Jinapoh, should tell us, did he hear? Afenyo Markin should be able to tell us who was making that statement, because at least we have a footage of Afenyo Markin turning around to tell the person who was making that statement, say, Onye Dina Onkasa. He was not telling the person to stop speaking and that the person should apologize for his statement. Afenyo Markin was not bothered about the statement the person was making. He was more bothered about his statement not being heard. Ain't Samuel Abu Jinapoh say enyo noa. Afenyo Markin should tell us to say it wasn't Samuel Abu Jinapoh. Because if Afenyo Markin fails to let Ghanaians know say enye Samuel Abu Jinapoh and then every MP is a target. We are going to say this today. Because people also adore Rawlings. People also respect the Fourth Republic. People also respect the contribution of Rawlings. And he said, because on paper, from the voice we heard, it was Samuel Abu Jinapoh. We know it was Samuel Abu Jinapoh because Samuel Abu Jinapoh went to insult the Gonja king. He went and he insulted him. This is the same Samuel Abu Jinapoh what can Sama? We know there were people in the chamber. Samuel Abu Jinapoh and they make that statement to say Ghanaian-Rawlings or a daughter of a murderer. He did not end there. He went further to say our evidence to prove that JJ Rawlings killed is a murderer. We want Afenyo Markin, who is the leader of the minority, to come out and tell us who that MP is, because at least in the video we saw him turn around to tell the person to stop talking. So Afenyo Markin into me amba out. I'm a country say Sa nipa okasa a nipa way, because we Ghanaians and the constituency are more Kole constituency. They want to know the specific person who made that statement. So Afenyo Markin refuses that it means the 88 MPP MPs. The 88 MPP MPs, they are enemies of the state. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. And we can say on record, said this statement was made by Samuel Abu Jinapoh. Said Samuel Abu Jinapoh said, and then it means he also heard the person who spoke. Said Samuel Abu Jinapoh today, who was sitting right behind Afenyo Markin, the Western Regional Minister, former Western Regional Minister, Kobi Ochedaku, was sitting there. He also turned around. He saw the person who made the statement. Afenyo Markin, or minority leader, he also turned around. He saw the person who made the statement. Say Samuel Abu Jinapoh say and you want to make his statement now. Then it means say the minority leader Afenyo Markin knows the person and one person beka sadi panachre. Say Samuel Abu Jinapoh say and you want to kaya, then it means Samuel Abu Jinapoh knows the person and one person beka chre. But from what we know now, Samuel Abu Jinapoh, he is the one who made that statement. Let's listen to the statement again.
Is not to generate the react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that a statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence on Papa Kulipa.
On their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence on Papa Kulipa.
On their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence on Papa Kulipa.
On their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence on Papa Kulipa.
So her video now, they were all laughing. Afenyo Markin, they were laughing. That statement was made by Samuel Abu Jinapoh. Samuel Abu Jinapoh can never run away from this. And so was Samuel Abu Jinapoh constituency. You should be hurt for voting for such a criminal. Until Samuel Abu Jinapoh comes out to tell us who actually said this. Afenyo Markin turned around or done home and or catch a dipana or make a statement. This is meaning Afenyo Markin saw the person who made a statement. Kobi Ochedaku turned around, saw the person who was making the statement. So there are a lot of people in this video that can tell us who made a statement. So Samuel Abu Jinapoh say enyo noa then wine. And the best person to tell us who that person was is Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin is the best person to tell us to say enye Samuel Abu Jinapoh na eye obi fufro. So Afenyo Markin fails to do this, then it is Samuel Abu Jinapoh. We all know say Samuel Abu Jinapoh until Afenyo Markin, who is the minority leader of the NPP side, the 88 pigs. So Afenyo Markin fails to tell us Nipana Odane and Wakachen say onye dina. And it is Samuel Abu Jinapoh who made this statement. Say Rawlings, Rawlings, or a daughter of a murderer. And that he has evidence, say JJ killed people. He needs to provide that evidence. And I'm very sure, say, it wasn't only one camera that was capturing parliamentary proceedings yesterday. And I'm sure that Parliament itself, it has security cameras there that can take overhead shots. I know there's an overhead shot camera that shoots everything. Say the specific camera we are looking at today, a Parliament Facebook page, and I said whatever page, there should be a security camera in the chamber that can take an overhead shot. There should be a camera or an overhead shot camera, a chamber where it can give us a clear shot of proceedings that time and who made the statement. But until we go into that, I want to speak to Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. This is happening because you have allowed this to happen. You have to take the blame. Today, you are, per the MPP, you are a wife of a murderer, and it makes you a murderer. Today, the same MPP that you went to sell NDC to, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, your greed, your unsatisfactory greed, your unending greed, that greed that led you to go and sell your husband to the NPP. The same people are telling you that your ex-husband, your husband, who is no more, today the same MPP that you went to bed with, they are telling your daughter in Parliament that she is the daughter of a murderer. Who advises a murderer at the end of the day? The murderer was sharing bed with you, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. You are the first and last person the murderer thinks with. So today, the same MPP you were sharing wine with, you were telling them things to destroy the NDC. Today, they are humiliating your daughter in Parliament because of you. You gave them that room. This is what you are going to take to your grave. This is the record. This is the terminal report you are going to take with to your grave. Because today, your MPP that out of selfish greed, out of unnecessary greed, you went to sleep with, today they are telling you you are a murderous wife. It makes you a murderer. So I don't blame the NPP. I blame you, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. Your innocent children are today suffering because of your greed, your diabolic mind, the attitude of entitlement, your selfish greed. That is what has brought your daughters to this point. Womano, what they are facing today, because you have caused this. Ahoya, greed, any bre, and kwasiade. See, today, your most intelligent, and I say your intelligent daughter, I'm not going to say most because you have intelligent daughters. Your intelligent daughter, at least in Ghana politics, baby, a dirty riffraff in the MPP is calling your daughter, who is more respectable, intelligent, has built a better life than these riffraffs, dirty fools. They are sitting in Parliament on camera telling your daughter that she's a daughter of a murderer. Now you said Zenato on your strong woman. Do you think she can go back to that Parliament and speak on the floor? Or you say Zenato Rawlings on your strong woman. Now only papa moja a man in a ding to make sure say or you ready say what focus will be so beya. Or you say she will have that courage to lead her constituents again. All because of you, Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings. And also I have a message for the Speaker of Parliament. Every day, every time we hear you, Alban Bagbin, speak in Parliament. You have stayed in Parliament for long. None of the people in Parliament today, when you started parliamentary practice, time Aura Parliament, not do any more. You uphold the integrity of Parliament. This is the time to prove to us. You, Alban Bagbin, you are fond of always pushing criminality in Parliament under the carpet. That is something you have done for years. And you have done it in such a way that you make it look like, say, oh, you there, you solve issues. No. Your integrity and credibility is at stake. It's the same NDC that has made you who you are today. Nobody knew you. With all due respect, you were going to walk out of Parliament quietly and die without anybody recognizing you. With all due respect. Until the John Mahama NDC, J.J.Rawlings NDC made you Speaker of Parliament. How many Ghanaians knew Alban Bagbin before you were made Speaker of Parliament? These same fools, NDC, fought to put you there. You did politics. You did everything in politics. But the kind of mileage you have now, all the years in politics and now you did not have it until they gave you this ice, until they topped all your success with this speakership position. This is the time for you to prove to Ghanaians to say you are a hypocrite, or you are the real deal, or you are an honest grandfather. Because you cannot sit in that chair and make this look like an ordinary statement that should be brushed under the carpet because you want to satisfy some stupid fool or a stupid political party in the name of democracy. No, because if you don't solve this, if we don't get to know the MP who did this and kicked out of Parliament, you will be our target. Parliament is supposed to be protected. We were here when you said you have suspended 4 MPs because they did not conduct themselves as MPs. They did not show Parliament that respect. They did not show the people of Ghana respect. J.J.Rawlings in T and Alban Bagbin, today you are here as a Speaker of Parliament. You need to make sure whoever said this or made this statement, Ghanaians get to know who this person is. The right punishment applied. This is not politics as usual. People are angry. And if you say, Debiano, yama respect, prove to us to say you are not corrupt and you are not a liar. Alban, Small, Bagbin, or whatever. Prove to Ghanaians that you are not a liar. Because every liar is a thief. And this statement from the NPP minority, whoever made that statement, and for now we know it's Jinapoh, Samuel Jinapoh, he made these statements. You need to make sure the person who made the statement, you officially announce the name of the person who made the statement, because you are the Speaker of Parliament. You oversee all the activities in Parliament. We want you to take the necessary action, an action that nobody will forget in this country. Because today, you, Alban Bagbin, so you expect us Ghanaians to protect your integrity and your name. J.J.Rawlings is bigger than majority of you people in Parliament. In fact, all of you. J.J.Rawlings, he's bigger than every single person in Parliament today. J.J.Rawlings is bigger than anybody in the MPP as we speak. Everyone in the MPP. J.J.Rawlings is bigger than that individual. So this should be treated as an emergency. If Alban Bagbin, you fail to bring out the person who made this statement, you will never enjoy the rest of your life on this planet. Politics will be sour for you. It will be a bitter pill. Politics will never be exciting and interesting to you. That integrity that you want to retire with, that respect that you want to have even after your grave or after your death, you will not have an iota of that respect. This statement I just played, the constituents in Senator Rawlings's Parliament, we demand that the person who made the statement is brought out. Samuel Jinapoh made the statement. At least Afenyo Markin turned around in Parliament. Ohunipa Okansa Asemno, Kobi Ochredakon turned around, saw the person who made the statement. So you cannot tell me that it came from outside Parliament. The person spoke in the mic. Yenyinayati. So Afenyo Markin, Alban Bagbin, this is not politics as usual. Alban Bagbin, if you fail to deal with this, you will never be respected as a member of parliament, a former member of parliament, a speaker of parliament, we will help for your integrity be soiled. I will do everything possible for your name to be cleaned out of Ghana politics, for people to see you as a destroyer, to see you as a hypocrite, as a liar, as somebody who sits in the speaker's seat, as a sycophant who always does work to please the opposition MPP. This is the only way you can clean your integrity and clear yourself. This is not a joke. No fool can sit in parliament. Kwasiebian to mean parliament and can't say the daughter of J.J.Rawlings is a daughter of a murderer, and goes ahead to say they have evidence. They need to show us the evidence. Alban Bagbin, Afenyo Markin, the NPP minority, Samuel Abu Jinapoh needs to show us the evidence. And I'm waiting for Haruna Idrisu to make a statement on this. Because when the lady spoke against, MFA spoke against that silly boy, Anodompre, you, Haruna Idrisu, you were quick. You see yourself as the most intelligent Dagomba in parliament. You were quick to throw your colleague under the bus. Haruna Idrisu, the next sitting of parliament, I want you to step forward and demand that the person who made the statement, and demand for evidence, because without J.J.Rawlings, majority of you people, including you, Haruna, you were riff-raffs walking on deserts. You would have never made it to parliament without J.J.Rawlings putting together the NDC, without J.J.Rawlings putting together the Fourth Republic. So without J.J.Rawlings, none of you rats will be in parliament today. Abana edibo techino, sa abana edibo ba, oyire asantini obechichiri machiro. You were very vocal. You came out to criticize, condemn, chastise, and at the end of the day, suggested punishment for MFA. This is the time you have to protect your party, protect the integrity of your leader, protect the integrity of your founder. Let the world know that you are not in parliament suppressing your own people because of some political ambition you have, and that you are in parliament just to protect Ghanaians and our leaders. Haruna Idrisu, this is the time you have to prove to us that you don't work for Akufo-Addo and his people. This is the time to prove to us that the things they said when you were a minority leader, they were all lies. That you are corrupt and that you do business with Afenyo Markin. You are taking millions of dollars, building mansions and stealing from the taxpayer behind the scenes. This is the time for you to prove to us that your integrity is intact. This is not done. I will say you go to the bottom of this. The person who made this statement needs to prove with evidence, because that person said it in the audio, in the video, that they have evidence that J.J.Rawlings killed people.
Is not to generate debate. I would want to remind the House that these are national heroes. Some are on our side, some are on their side. So let us be mindful how we react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that a statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Daughter of Madras, sit down. Daughter of Madras, sit down.
It's me contribution.
Daughter of Madras, sit down. Daughter of Madras, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kulipa. Daughter of Madras, sit down. Daughter of Madras, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kulipa.
Daughter of Medra. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa.
Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
See, this deliberate of the NPP. And who was the speaker that day? The Fomena MP. The Fomena MP, Speaker Alban Bagbin, you need to bring him to tell us if he heard us, if he saw the person. You see, this cannot just go easily. We cannot just brush it away. No. The Speaker of Parliament that day was the Fomena MP. And that speaker too needs to tell us who said that. Samuel Jinapoh, for now, he is the one who said it. And he has admitted that he said it. Now, if Samuel Jinapoh at a point has come out to say he did not say it, then he should tell us who said it. Afenyo Markin should turn around and tell us who said it. The speaker then, the Fomena MP, what's his name? That guy who was presiding, the speaker of the day, the Fomena MP, he needs to also tell us who made that statement in Parliament. Alban Bagbin, also fresh Fomena MP, no? Sit in your seat and ask him at the floor of Parliament that you were the speaker who made that statement. The Fomena MP on the preside here on the tnaso so akwana ne siahye kurasini no sa esiama no ne siahye no mumbusa ne say na otesro no who made that statement, because he was listening to Afenyo and whatever came through the mic, he heard it. So I want the Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin to summon the Deputy Speaker na otia konwom no esiama na siahye ne say who made that statement. Now, another pray the silly dirty boy. Time assembly see no osina oni Parliament. And there wakotna asempa. And you see the journalists no omo no a problem in Ghana. Now okotna asempa no silly boy another pray they question him about sa statement away from Parliament. Muntie they are not on pray kan.
The demand on social media and say Nipa Enra leak Mike eba our so kase obi a daughter of a medra no. Yes, Mokokos no should name that person Ghana for you.
Oh, you see,
obi ano obi a suspect say or no about a bit deny vehemently saying you no.
in a mini chamber. Okay. So na suspension.
Yes.
A general leader Suma Mr. Minya no more that was working on that.
Asempa FM.
It's unfortunate to say BBC PA. But you see, okay way because okay, you are justifying it. Me nimni pakro or cancer.
Okay.
I will never support Obiso on BBC, especially Nipaning Tiasi. Now cancer I will remind it when Nipane pain. It's most unfortunate. But in our orders, you know. So Obi Kasana and Kengu microphone it is not captured by the
by the Hansard.
The Hansard doesn't capture it. You know, we will try. Say Nipana, the person should show remorse. So can be kind of where side there. I don't know. Maybe I can't imagine so be where side I can't. Maybe I came from the public gallery. I don't know. So unfortunate. And pay one of the seniors on the other side. Eba me ho. You know, catch him says I comment. You know, Anko ye. Inti se betimi ehuni pakona na any Nipanen kasa. Then behind the scenes you find a way to deal with it. And I'm saying, open you shine. I mean chamber honomo. It is most unfortunate. It's a BBC.
But is it possible, say, through investigations, move it to
well, if someone caught tape, no more tape, no mutimi.
But we're not moving any panic Kasagu mic. It will not be from the gallery. It should be from somebody within the plenary.
Well, say if we are so minded to find the person, we'll be able to find him. But I mean, should say for your side.
Sir.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's not possible.
Okay, but
I'm not sure. Say if your side. Sometimes, if you will be a cousin, if you are sorry, no, if you are sorry, say sit down. Those things are there. But to the extent that the people cancer has some no yet, the genie say if your side. As a whip, I know my people well.
From the other side, and so it will be strange for anybody to say that.
It could also come from the gallery.
Gallery and came out, sir.
Well,
microphones near.
Well, you can make that argument, but me the main gene this if he on your side.
Okay.
But if we launch investigation here, who said if he side out? Yes,
you are the caucus whip.
Yes.
Would you take interest in launching an investigation? Oh, you're a part of leadership.
Of course.
Of the caucus.
Before I even answer that question, let me say, even on the quiet, I'm doing it. I don't need to say it on radio, but on the quiet, I'm doing it. Sometimes one of the things.
The journalist Busana say, as samana eba my engineer clearly no. Another press oh. As samana de encha ye. Na ono na oye caucus no whip no. NPP side no. Or sure say assembly free NPP ni ho na free. Eye nipa na mo be share proceedings no. Na journalist to video share me share bi. You otiwo unhu say Afenyo Markin who obi otiwo onkwasi ade om di journalist ni yeni. The journalist is making the issue look like a simple issue. That is how they do it. You see, they speak behind the scenes and then they come out and treat a very important issue to say just a simple matter. Oh, Sibia no buza questions. Oh, na say ade etie no there. I say if you mic ni mo yete na kwasi ane to work and say it could be say a free gallery or ebi obi nete ho na onye sure say a MPP ni na ono de onim say but you were not there from the beginning of the conversation. The fool sitting in front of you said no only parliament. So why should we take his account? Why should we take another press account? And you, the Obi now was still one. Obi na nkakachira wo Obi wo parliament say, "Oh papa ye medra." And come back and say, but the TN the I say if you must side ho, these are straightforward. They made the statement. It you see, omone journalists want to treat important issues to you people no. Omo treating as a trivial issue. It is a National Cathedral issue no. Billions of cedis was put in the National Cathedral. On Metna Radio so they treat it as a normal conversation. Sikana mutugu National Cathedral said no, or senka a journalist should be mad about it. Time MPP also Galamsey Ekunipa, yes, excavators, yes, no, area. They treated Galamsey issue as a trivial issue. Oh, now say Galamsey they will be a the same will be better teams because Oko Takradia are being a worker at ECG and that it is supposed to be from down bottom or up bottom up. They treat it, and you see this matter. Yam flip a coin no. Senka ye NDC nibi and a what majority side they make a statement where Anka say this is how the conversation was going to go. Anka ahimfubia sorry at your press conference. I'm telling you. Me say Senka ye NDC nibi and a ebia subi MP kasa and I say swami MPB kasa and I say ebia yamfan say bantama MP and I swami MP kasa na Obi ewo NDC for the muka say, hey, sit down. Party no, a bafwa koto kromfua or tape.